All right, Nintendo fans and Nintendo fanatics and people who just saw this so-called amazing reveal that you had with the actual Switch 2. So again, I keep trying to showcase this to people all the time where I always tell them I'm one of Nintendo's biggest fans, but I'm also one of their biggest critics. And they always get upset with me when I speak the truth about them. So I'm going to show you guys and girls again. As you can see, I own every single game Nintendo has ever created, every exclusive title. Doesn't matter what game it is, I do support them. I have purchased everything that they ever made. And this just shows you why I am so critical on them when they release things and when they do certain things when it comes to the gaming community. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I'm about to say some stuff that's going to make a lot of you Nintendo fanboys and fangirls really pissed at me because I am so crucial and I am so critical. And I still going down my game list that you can see that I'm not missing a single title that these guys have released for the Nintendo Switch when it comes to their exclusive games. And this is why like I told you before, I am extremely crucial when it comes to them. So while I play this game, I'm gonna I didn't get to play this yet. While I'm playing this game, I'm gonna actually go into some details about my opinions on that Switch 2 reveal. Now, one thing I'm gonna tell you right now, Nintendo continues to disrespect their fan base, and these guys just openly and just continue to just accept whatever they do. And it's very disappointing. And when I see this type of energy and this type of nonsense that goes on, that these guys just continue to accept. And I'm like, why do you guys continue to let Nintendo disrespect you? And everybody's like, but they showed the Switch. Oh, but they showed the, I'm putting my hands up. Oh, but they showed the Switch. Oh no, but they showed Mario Kart 9 and all this good stuff. I'm like, they showed you a short, like 7-second, 8-second clip of Mario Kart 9 that actually looked like Mario Kart 8.5 with a texture pack and some larger roads that they can drive on. And yes, I seen the little bitty thing that they actually say that, that was so much different. Like I can see the larger tracks. I can see the nostalgia to the old Mario Kart game that was on the Mario driving game that was on the original Famicom. I saw the nostalgia. I saw the remodels of the models from the movie and the models from the other stuff, but they just mixed a whole bunch of stuff together. But remember I said this before. I said Nintendo loves to use assets from old games. And remember I said that. I said they use assets from old games and they just implement them into a new game. And I proved that even with the audio situation from doing Splatoon audio in games like ORMS and stuff like that. They continue to do that. And it just shocks me that the gaming community doesn't see that same stuff. And I'm going to go back into the reveal first. Let's go back into the reveal before I get too far away from the topic. The reveal was disrespectful to fans, and I'm going to tell you why. Nintendo lied and they made it public. They said, oh, all the leaks that you've been seeing online are not true. Don't believe none of that. The final system doesn't look like that. And they were saying stupid stuff like that. Oh, it doesn't look anything like that. That's not what it is, and this and that. And then the moment they do a trailer, it just proves that everything that was leaked out was 100% accurate. But they were about to sue people and sue these third-party companies for revealing this stuff. Now, let me show you something. I'm going to tell you where the disrespect really comes in. First of all, these third-party companies got to sell accessories. They have to sell accessories, so they have to get that stuff out on the market, showcase it, and they have to get this stuff out there before it comes out so people can know, hey, this company is making Nintendo accessories, this company is making Switch accessories. I'm sorry, Switch 2 accessories. And they have to get this information out there so people would know that these things are going to exist. But for Nintendo to blatantly lie and say, oh, that's not what it looks like, that's not what it looks like. These guys did not go out here and sculpture and model all this stuff off the top of their head and be like, oh yeah, we just gotta make these artificial accessories and just hope this is what it's gonna look like. Okay, that's just ridiculous. And another thing I thought was kind of crazy is now you find out that the Switch 2 is about to be in stores in the next 3 or 4 months. So let me get this straight. When in the entire time of history, have you ever known a company to withhold a simple system design 3 months before it hits the store shelves? That's just disrespectful. And I'm telling you exactly why they did that in a minute. Today, I'm just going to talk about the disrespect first of all. They didn't let anybody know what that system was like 3 months before launch. I want you to really, really, really think about that. 3 months before it hits retail shelves, you had no idea what it even looked like. Then it shows you a few seconds of a game and then of a Mario Kart 9, which they should have been like leaking screenshots, gameplay, stuff like that for the longest. Here, push these buttons together. There we go. But I want y'all to think about that. They had to go in and do it that way. And I'm just like, okay, so why is it, what? Chris? Okay. Okay, I haven't played this game in so long. Okay, we may pause this. So they basically gonna go in here and they're gonna disrespectfully show this at the last minute. So this reveal trailer was just a big FU to Nintendo fans. They were just saying, okay, you want to see what the hell the system looks like? Here, I'm gonna give you this system now so you can shut up about it. So they get a 2-minute trailer and say, here's all the features with all the buttons and all of this, and they threw it out there, and that was pretty much it. But then you got their fan base or actually defending them. Now, I even posted on Twitter, I put a post out there and I showed side-by-side graphics. And I said, we told you you were not going to get PlayStation 4 Pro graphics on the actual Switch 2. And Mario Kart 9 looks nothing like a Gran Turismo game. And I even do the Gran Turismo Sport that was on PS4. And I put that out there. And everybody goes, oh, well, maybe it was in the early stages and this and that. I'm like, you idiot. It releases in 3 months. It is not in alpha stages. In 3 months, those games are already factory packaged up and sealed and sit in a warehouse ready to ship to retailers. They're not sitting right here still having it in beta stages at the last minute. You guys have no idea how the market world works. And then I'm making up excuses. And then people were talking about, oh, well, graphics ain't everything. It's all about the fun play of the game and stuff like that. I'm like, but you were just bragging for 3 or 4 months about how it had PS4 graphics and it was going to be so powerful and everything was going to come out. And then now you're talking about, oh, well, the graphics don't matter and X, Y, Z. And I'm just like, then what is the purpose of upgrading to a next console if you're just going to get the same product every single generation? I said, what you're saying right now is very hypocritical and it makes absolutely zero sense on what you're saying. Like no sense whatsoever. So how can it not make sense to have graphics when that's all you bragged about for 4 or 5 months? Now that you see that you're not going to get these Horizon Zero Dawn type graphics and these Ghost of Tsushima graphics and these Gran Turismo graphics, now that you see you're not going to get it, now you're making up an additional excuse. I don't understand this fan base. I mean, how can you consistently get disrespected by this company and you just go on from there and this and that? But give me 1 second. I'm going to do something real quick. And I'm going to show you a game. Let me go back to my menu. And I'm going to show you this. Let's close this out. I didn't want to play that right now anyway. I'm going to show you one of the most disrespected games on the system. So we're going to go here. So let me go ahead and start this up on the next clip. So give me 1 moment. All right. So I believe this Nintendo fan base when they say they don't really care about graphics, because this is one of the most graphical, impressive games that was released on the actual Switch 1, and literally nobody played it. Like, nobody did. And it shocks me that everybody just forgot about this game. And this game is so impressive. I don't even remember what level I was even on in this game. Did this on my other Switch. I think my other Switch on my other side, and then I should have put that Switch on here. But I felt like this game here alone was so impressive, and people just overlooked it. But let's go back to this reveal. So they revealed the system, and they basically just tell the fans, we don't have to show you guys anything. Oh, you know what? Yeah, let me start this over so I can show it from the beginning. They're basically telling their fans, we don't have to show you anything. You're going to buy anything we produce anyway. And that's the kind of attitude they had when they did this reveal. They were pretty much just telling their gamers, like, you're going to get anything we tell you, so we don't have to show you shit. And they didn't. And think about it. They were going to hold it from you until release date and do like a surprise release date until they got spoiled by the third-party people trying to get their accessories out there in the market. But they were not going to show you anything. So I want you to think about how disrespectful that is, that this company was legitimately going to hold it from you until it actually hit shelves in April. That is so disrespectful. And they just felt like you Nintendo fans are going to buy whatever. They don't have to tell you anything. And we already know the system is going to be $400 to $450. And nobody said anything about that either. So you paying $400 to $450. Oh, wrong button. You're paying $450 for a slight upgrade to the original Switch. And everybody's talking about, oh, but it's backwards compatible and it's all this stuff. And I'm like, I told you originally that, of course, it's going to be backwards compatible. It's literally running everything the same. Even the damn cartridges on the thing, all the exact same as the other system. I'm like, you guys are getting a minimum upgrade. You're literally sitting here and trying to flex talking about backwards compatibility. If you don't shut the hell up about that, and they're already making it very clear, they're going to port a lot of their games over to the Switch. Not even port, just enhanced. Kind of like what PlayStation did with their PS4 games. They're going to enhance them. So to be up here and saying, oh, well, I like how people start to take shots at PlayStation 2. They're like, well, PlayStation enhanced the PlayStation 4 games on the PS5. And I'm like, yeah, but they also released an asshole of new titles that looked way different. You can tell a big difference between Ratchet and Clank and the Ratchet and Clank Ripped Apart. You can tell a big difference between God of War and God of War Ragnarok. I mean, there's a difference. And for these guys to sit here and play coy and play stupid, like they don't see the difference, like, you know, they're just trying to pretend like, oh, it's not that much of a difference. I'm like, either you're just delusional or you're just a flat-out liar. I mean, pick one. But to sit here and literally say that she don't see a difference, I'm like, well, y'all really gonna tell that lie out loud? Like, oh, you don't see a difference? Like, come on, man. Be honest. You see a difference. So to say you don't is just absolutely ridiculous, and it's actually a delusional comment to even make. But it just shocks me that they will not say anything bad about Nintendo, even when we're getting screwed over by the company. And Nintendo is treating us like a pocketbook. You're not even getting treated as an actual fan anymore at this point. You're just getting treated as a pocketbook and nothing more, nothing less. But it just shocks me that the fans are still defending them. Every time you say something bad, they go into defense mode. Now they tell you graphics don't matter, graphics don't matter. I'm like, the graphics matter, brother. Graphics matter, sister. Graphics matter. They matter for years. That was the whole purpose of upgrading every generation, was because you wanted the next best thing and the best visual best thing. This is all gameplay, by the way. You can see right here I'm moving it. This is one of the best graphical games on the actual Switch 2. This is actually one of the best graphical games that nobody played. This is made by Platinum Games, and on top of that, Nintendo canceled the sequels. So there would not be a Astral Chain 2. They even bought the right to the license just so they couldn't put it on another system. They made sure that they bought the rights out to it so they couldn't release it on any other system but the actual Switch. But then you canceled the sequel. I'm like, how are you going to cancel the sequel but you bought the rights to the game? And this is just like a big middle finger to fans too. Like, why would you cancel something? Man, how did I miss that one? But I think this gets crazy, like, they literally canceled the sequel, but they won't let anybody else put it on any of the system. I learned a long time ago to play this thing straight up. Yeah, this game is so beautiful, and the fact that they actually canceled the sequel. But Nintendo doesn't respect their fans at all. They don't respect their fans, not even a little bit. And they've proven that over and over again. They don't respect us. We're nothing but a pocket wallet to them. And I'm gonna tell you another thing too. And I said this in my previous video. I think it's even disappointing that they don't drop the price on their games. That shows you how much they disrespect us. Their games will stay $50 until the end of time. And I mean, it's $60. I'm sorry, 60 to the end of time. And I think there was even a couple times they even put like Zelda and stuff almost $80 just because it was Zelda. And I'm just like, they talking about, oh, well, PS5 and Xbox are going to $70. Yeah, but they also got graphics fidelity better than in the previous game. Your Zelda game still is like a Wii U game. You didn't actually enhance it or make it better. That's why I tell everybody when they talk about this so-called power that this tablet has, that it's all of a sudden going to randomly give us a Zelda open world game. It's going to be on the same levels as Horizon and Ghost of Tsushima and all the other open world games they actually released on that system. And we're never going to get that. And I've actually made that comment 100 times over. We're not going to get that. And I'm going to tell you this too. If you think about everything I've said in all my videos for all the shit I've been taking from these fan base, I've been 100% right about absolutely everything that I've said. 100%. Not one apology had been given to me. And I even got these random trolls that like to come in here and thumbs down my videos and stuff like that. I'm like, y'all a bunch of assholes, but at the same time, I'm going to keep speaking the truth. Because like I said, I purchased everything these people make, and I have the right to speak on them when I want to. And it's something most Nintendo fans should start doing. They should start speaking up. Sometimes you have to just say a bad company is a bad company. And they talk about, oh, but they keep releasing fun games. I mean, shit, indie people are make fun games. They don't mean they don't have their problems. These guys need to do better. They need to do better. They need to be held responsible. They are the only company in the entire gaming industry that does the most worst stuff to gamers, and they get no criticism. They get no accountability. They're the only company that sues their gamers for the dumbest shit. Nobody else sues them but them. They're the only people that won't lower their prices, like I said that earlier. There's so many things they keep doing that's so messed up, and they don't want to compete in the so-called graphics war. Graphics war. They don't want to compete in the graphics war, but you want to keep releasing more expensive hardware that doesn't do too much different than the previous hardware. Think about that. I want you guys to really think about the disrespect level of that. And Nintendo fans and supporters, we deserve better. We deserve more. That's why they keep shutting down people making those Unreal Engine 5 games and stuff like that. Because they don't want to be shown up to show what they're more than capable of doing. And those Unreal Engine guys, they've proven that Nintendo's graphics is not the issue. I mean, not graphics, but the graphic engine is not the issue. Because everybody talking like, oh, it's that art style, it's that art style. You know, the art styles only do so much. And these Unreal Engine guys are like, no, we can do amazing shit with the art style. They've made Pokemon games. They've done Metroid. They've done so many different games. I can't think of what else. But they've done like a lot of games. And I'm like, how do you guys do all these amazing games and you use Unreal Engine 5? Did y'all not see that one video I made where I even shows what Wind Waker looked like with CGI looking graphics instead of the cell shading? And I was just like, dude, that is absolutely amazing that this guy made that. And that was a fan-made game. So it just shows you that Nintendo is more than able. More than concentrate, I'm getting hit by bullets. But they even showed them up then that they can do better if they actually try, and they don't do better. But anyway, let me get off of here. I've already went over my time, and I will see you guys at the next video. Y'all have a wonderful, blessed day, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.